You're watching the International Slam Series. Now, back to the show.
Our first participant coming back on the second half of the show. He is a poet. He has been at a bunch of my shows before. He's worked tirelessly with me throughout these open mics and in terms of support, in terms of engagement. He's been there through and through. I'm glad I've met him personally. And I've seen some of the work that he's done and how much he's grown over the past few years. So please give a round of applause to Emory Marshall. Emory Marshall, everyone.
Hey, let's go, Emory.
I don't mute myself. Hey, there we go. How y'all doing?
But
Oh man, so happy to be here. Thank you so much, Christian, again for this opportunity. I see everybody in the comments. As she said, I am from Delaware, born and raised. Delaware stand up, 302, we in the building. I'm not gonna waste no more time because I know I only have a few minutes. So I'm gonna do two poems. I'm gonna do my the first poem I'm gonna do is one of my favorite ones. Christian, you know you've heard this one many times. It's one that's basically about my journey, getting to the point where I'm even comfortable sharing the gift that God has blessed me with. It's called Ready for Takeoff, and I hope y'all like it. So here's the first one. I remember the first time I stepped on a plane. The engine was loud and thunderous. It shook my core as well as my peace of mind. The butterflies in my stomach mimicked the aircraft. As we took off, I was afraid and terrified of what was to come. It seemed like the higher we got off the ground, the more turbulence we experienced. And when I looked outside the window, I saw that there was a storm. And I said to myself, maybe this is why people are afraid to fly. And I remember when I first stepped into my calling. The stage was loud and thunderous. It shook my core as well as my peace of mind. The butterflies in my stomach mimicked my life. As I took off, I was afraid and terrified of what was to come. It seemed like the higher I stepped into my calling, the more turbulence I experienced in my life. And when I looked inside my heart and my mind, I saw that there was a storm. And I said to myself, maybe this is why people are afraid to fly. We are afraid to fly for the same reason we are afraid to step into our calling. We are afraid that we will crash before we reach our God-given destination. But we must know that God has provided us our GPS, guidance, protection, and security. He will not let us fall. And before you hop on the plane, remember to leave all your baggage back at point A where it belongs. Don't try to carry on what Christ already carried on the cross. Your friends, your family, and your loved ones are the passengers on your plane waiting for you to be ready or bold enough to fly. So ask yourself, are you ready for takeoff? There it is. That's the first one.
Yes, very good. Woo-hoo! Go, friend! Woo!
Thank you. I don't know who that is, but thank you.
Love it.
bars, man. Killing it as usual.
Appreciate it, bro. All right. Moving right along. This one
Yay, nephew.
was more recent. Hey, Auntie. Okay, this one is more recent. I forget what I titled it last time, but this one is titled Life on Purpose. When I die, I want the whole world to know that I lived. I want people to know that there was nothing left to give. I pray that people will see that I left this world adorned, much more beautiful than it was before I was born. That whatever God gave me, I gave to all of his kids. And that I enlightened this world the same way that he did. And I want them to know that I was far from perfect. But God continuously saved me, even though I never deserved it. He took all of my flaws and he created beauty. So this poem that you speak here is really God speaking through me. Nobody knows when we'll die, not the hour or the day. But one thing we know for certain is that this life will fade away. So don't worry about when you'll die, because it will surely come. Just make sure that when you die, your life purpose is surely done. There it is. Thank you so much.
Oh, man. Right on.
All right. All right.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah,
Man.
love it.
Yes, nephew.
Woohoo.
That was wonderful.
Right, Emory.
Awesome.
That was beautiful.
Appreciate
Speaking
it.
his truth yet again. My guy Emory, thanks again